Okay folks, so welcome to another DJI Neo video. Today I'm going to be speaking in particular about the Freewell ND filters which you can now get for the Neo. So they are available in two packs, the standard filter pack and the bright day filter pack, but both packs include three filters ranging from ND8 up to ND32. And what's great about these is they have a magnetic functionality, so they're very easy to clip on and clip off. So if you are not familiar with ND filters, what are they? Effectively, they allow you to have more control over the cinematic footage you are capturing with the DJI Neo in this case. And what it will effectively allow is for you to manually adjust your ISO and shutter speed settings in order to capture coveted motion blur. And if you don't know, motion blur is a really awesome cinematic effect. You get it all the time in movies, and to be able to capture that yourself with your drone is definitely something a lot of people enjoy doing. So just as a brief example here, I'm flying down the field fairly low to the ground. You can see that the grass has no motion blur in the movement whatsoever. If we pause this clip, you can see that more clearly. There is no motion blur. You get a very smooth image, which is what the DJI Neo camera is going to give you straight out of the box. And that's fine if you want that type of footage, but if you do want that cinematic footage, then you are going to need to stick on an ND filter. And let me just show you, for example, with the ND8 filter here, we're going to take that exact same shot again. And just to clarify, the brighter the day is, then the higher number ND filter you are going to want to use. And take a look at the difference here. So we definitely have that notable motion blur now that we have the ND filter in use. And in terms of my exposure settings, I've switched over from the auto exposure to the pro mode, set my shutter speed to 1/60, which is double my frame rate. Since I'm recording at 4K 30 FPS, 1/60 is generally accepted to be the most efficient shutter speed in this situation. And then I've lowered the ISO rating right down to 100. But I think you'll agree it's definitely made a huge difference to the type of footage we are now able to capture. Definitely has that cinematic quality to it. By the way that these filters connect to the drone is really easy. There is a one-time installation of just attaching this small connector here to the actual camera lens. Once that's on, it doesn't weigh hardly anything at all. Then it has that magnetic functionality built into it, so you can snap the filters on and off as you need them. Now, the main difference with the Bright Day pack is that these are still the ND filters ranging from 8 to 32, but they also have polarizing lens in them as well. And what that is effectively going to help you with is if you are going to be capturing cinematic footage that is going to involve a lot of reflections, for example, if you are capturing through windows or over water, then the Bright Day pack here may be more suitable for you because this is going to just soften some of those hard reflections that the drone is otherwise going to capture. Now, it won't remove reflections, but it will create a more realistic look in the finished video. So the reflections will still be there, but anything that, for example, may not have once been visible behind the glass or the water will hopefully now start to show a little bit more in that captured video. And you can see that it does affect some of the colours as well. I have not gone ahead and done any post-processing on any of these images I'm sharing with you today. So the differences in colour and vibrancy is solely brought to you by the filters themselves. But in my opinion, they do make quite a substantial difference. I've always been a big fan of ND filters in videography. I think that having that cinematic motion blur really does go a long way to enhancing many different types of shots. And the fact that Freewell have designed these to perfectly complement the DJI Neo is a nice thing as well, because they just go on and off so easily. They don't interfere with the aspects of the gimbal and they just work. So folks, hopefully this introduction to the Freewell ND filters has been useful to you. And if you're thinking about upping your videography with the DJI Neo, capturing some different looking shots, then these are definitely worth checking out. Hope the video helped.